You have entered the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Helmut, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing DORO back down the rabbit hole, and I am so excited because it has been a while since we've heard a DORO song down the rabbit hole, and you are starting us off fresh with Love's Gone to Hell, the official music video.
Title sounds amazing. We're so excited to have this metal queen goddess come back down the rabbit hole. And for your description for the song, it's a song about loss and suffering and the end of a relationship. Yeah. DORO conveys with a lot of emotion what it is like when everything lies in pieces in front of you and nothing has worked out the way you dreamed it would. How sad that is on the contrast. We're getting married April 18th. So let's hope our love never goes to hell.
No, it won't, and if it does, I'll drag it back and screaming.
Ooh, the countdown begins.
Ooh, I love a countdown.
Yeah.
It's when love's gone to hell. So where did it all go wrong? Our love seemed forever strong. I thought that this never would change. Now we're here in the pouring rain. I almost can't bear the pain. These feelings don't feel quite the same.
Oh.
I see the writing on the wall. I feel it's over and over. No, it's when love's gone to hell. It's when love's gone to hell. Oh, why do I feel so lonely? It's when love's gone to hell.
DORO! Yeah, girl. There you go. Confront him. Jeez.
Oh, tell me.
Back into the bath. Wow. That is such a really good 2 minutes of that malicious cycle that you can see that they're in. They have literally gone to hell. They're spiraling. Yeah. Any form of interaction, he has the jealousy and the taintedness of his own insecurities coming full out. And it was rough because you could see both sides, in my opinion, of where they were falling short for each other as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because even with the interactions, like he's getting jealous and his jealousy's really shining through, but then also her almost nonchalantness with the interactions
almost looking flirtatious.
Where looking a little flirtatious, even if it's just like flirtatious in the personality that she has.
No kidding.
Not even like an intended flirting type of idea. So that's kind of where I'm seeing a lot of the falling short with each other in that sense, because if you've been together for a really long time, you'll know that there are going to be certain things that might trigger or offend in some ways, and so you'll make small adjustments to not do that for one another, to make sure you have that good foundation of that strong relationship. But then when he's drinking as well,
exactly,
that's, and I have to go back to that when she smashed the glass.
She's thinking it's because of this.
She's thinking it's because of this, and very often alcohol is such a catalyst for
A lot of the times.
a lot of the times, because when you have the alcohol, you have the catalyst, and the thing that's interesting with this is they're always in the bar or she's in the bath, or the bar or the bath. So that constant going back to that alcohol with that catalyst, that personality of being friendly then looks flirtatious when it's not.
Absolutely. And I'm really loving the music too. It's very
Love
heavy.
it.
I like that little piano line at the beginning too.
Yeah.
But then it's giving a lot of space for the storytelling in this one.
It really
Feels
is.
personal.
Bassist, I believe he's the one in the back who's always jumping and doing all kinds of cool stuff when
Very
they're missing the
animated.
band. Very animated. Love him.
Awesome. Here we go then.
Oh, tell me there's no one else.
No one else.
It might be we're under a spell.
Yeah.
A spell we could break any time.
Doon, 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 doon. Oh boy.
Yep.
And please take me in your arms.
Not considering each other.
And
Yeah.
tell me it's not all gone. I know by the look in your eyes. I see the writing on the wall. I fear it's over and over, no. It's when love's gone to hell.
Hits so hard, but it's so reserved,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
Doon, 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 doon.
Oh, why do I? Oh, why do I? Oh, why do I feel so lonely?
Doon, doon, doon.
It's when love's gone to hell.
Doon, doon, doon.
It's when love's
Oh no.
gone to hell. Oh.
Oh no.
It's when love's gone to hell. Oh, why do I? Oh, why do I? Oh, why do I feel so lonely? It's when love's gone to
Jeez.
Love's gone to hell.
And then she survives at the end.
Whoa. And no offense, that was an eerie smile at the end.
Yeah, that
Like
was.
that could have been I didn't cut myself too deep, and hopefully you go and do it yourself at the end. And I hope that's not what it is, but that's all I thought that smile evoked at the end too.
Yeah, for me, when I saw that smile, it was almost like the smile of thinking of, like, almost like you're thinking you're dead, being in that moment where you're feeling in between the two states, and you're reaching for that necklace in a memory of someone.
Right.
Because if she's in the hospital, she may not even know,
What
right,
happened?
what happened to him.
Yeah,
and
for
she
sure.
could be in that, being like, oh my God, I survived. And so I saw a bliss smile
And awesome.
in that
Good,
moment of,
good.
I've survived, I can go back to him, like,
Right.
I made another mistake, but then
Right.
that cycle would continue. And I'm just taking it as she doesn't know.
Totally, and I think that's more what that smile represented.
And
honestly.
it's really interesting because that cycle, if what happened to him hadn't happened to him, the cycle may have continued again.
Totally.
Right? So it's almost like, it almost feels like one of those, when love goes to hell, you have this inevitable ending. And
That's why I think I see a lot of couples who drank a lot maybe in the early times when they were together, but then realize as they mature, you got to stop. You got to drop the
Yeah.
alcohol in some ways, because your short-term thinking kind of goes out the window.
it really does.
And
Like,
look at detrimental thing that happened at the end there.
And like all the fighting and everything that was happening with during the times, and like I said, they're always at the bar, they're always drinking, they're all of these fights, they're drinking.
He's taking
because of the
him away
catalysts.
from even the prostitutes,
Even the prostitutes and
The
everything,
dancers.
because now you and I have talked about alcohol often, and one of the things that we talked about is how the thing with alcohol is it stops your short-term consequences, fear of consequences. So it's like you're not even considering one another, considering any of those things, because the consequence is gone.
Yep.
And it's really interesting when you brought up, because a lot of couples that they quit drinking after like a few years of getting together, or really quickly. And when you and I first started dating, I quit drinking right away. So it's been like
almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah, coming on to 4 years now.
So almost 4 years since I quit drinking. Like I still have, like a beer or whatever at New Year's, or if we go out for dinner, but no, like I don't drink anymore like that. I haven't been to a bar in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like it's really crazy how everything that took place in this video, even on a visual standpoint.
Roller coaster, even though you could tell it was going down. I didn't think it was going to go that deep at the end.
I didn't think it was going to go that deep either.
Yeah, what a drop.
And even like for DORO and for her band to be willing to show that kind of physical fighting that's happening within couples, because it's not one-sided, it is happening on both sides, and to show that the rawness of that, and that acting through the music video, that is something that is I think very impactful for a lot of people to be
absolutely
able, so
is.
it's
and the mood that the music creates, like we were saying, like it's
reserved but powerful.
Exactly. And but because of that, there's that weird anticipation that whole song where it's like this is seeming too happy in the melody for where it's about to go.
And when you go through something like that, it becomes a reserved lifestyle afterwards, like when you have that kind of survival of getting away from that kind of abuse, or moving past it, or unfortunately the survivor's guilt that sometimes might come from that. Right. When you get past one of those relationships, you have to become reserved in a sense in how you conduct yourself, how you talk about the story, how you express that. So that also makes sense why the song feels kind of reserved but so impactful and powerful at the same time, because every single word then has meaning, and every single note in the song had to make
had to be impactful.
It had to be impactful the entire time.
Yeah.
So this was a phenomenal piece. And
for 2016 too, so it's nice. Like it did feel a lot more fresher from some of the songs. Like Helmut, you've even given us songs from the 80s and 90s from DORO too. So this really felt fresh, and again felt very personal and real. And or if it was or not, everyone can understand that pain that people go through, and the Romeo Juliet type of style ending of this.
Absolutely, because it was the Romeo. That's exactly right. It was Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Which is so cool at the very end. I'm glad you noticed that, because I should have, but I didn't. But that's how it ended.
But that's how impactful it was too. Yeah. We weren't expecting that from DORO, to be honest, too. No. And that's why you really got to take each song for what it is. Even if you know an artist and you think you know them, they're going to throw something out here like this.
I loved this, actually.
One of my favorites from DORO, for sure. For
sure. Yeah. It's really cool to see how our music has definitely progressed, and I'm really excited if you bring more DORO down the rabbit hole to see where she's going now, because I know she's still performing. She's still going, so this is amazing, so thank you.
This was an incredible video. Thank you so much for this request, Helmut. Chronicans, if you had a good time and you want to see more DORO coming down the rabbit hole, just hit the like button so we know. Comment down below which way we should move forward, and subscribe if you are new, because we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Helmut, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to see what else you have for us. And if you have more DORO coming down, I can't wait as well. Peace and love, Chronicans.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.